Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about a really fun sequence that I was playing around with this morning. It's taken straight out of the wooden dummy form, at least the elements of it. So we combine few elements, put them together to make it a nice flow. Stay tuned, stick around for this video. Most of you don't have a wooden dummy at home. There are ways to practice these sequences. So if you happen to have a wooden dummy, then great, you can go ahead and practice it. But if you don't have it, then you can use these techniques just in your everyday practice, just like you would practice any other Wing Chun hands in your daily practice, right? So we were talking about Ganseo. You can do it in the air, just kind of like when you do the forms, right? So Ganseo here, Ganseo, Ganseo. So now if you do it in the air, just try to keep those hands tighter together, okay? So your arms are almost intersecting at the elbow, okay? Versus in the dummy, they're gonna be farther apart simply because of the shape of the dummy arms extended out, okay? So here, rotation, see how they kind of go almost like, it would be almost reminiscent of that double Lancel that we have in the form, except they turn in a little more and then they rotate, so you shift this way, this way, this way. So there's two ways of doing this. This is a Ganseo, depending on who you talk to. I prefer going at a 45-degree angle, like that. So it would be more like into the body or center mass of your opponent. Some people do it like this, with the arm kind of doing like that circling motion and taking the energy out of the gate. I'm not gonna tell you which is the proper way. I don't think there is a proper way. You practice the way you like it. I like it like this. Sometimes I do it like this. There's a different application for it, but both ways are okay. For right now, just practice like this. I think it's just a little sharper, cleaner, and that's fine. So practice with the shifting. So when you shift, it's 1 foot at a time. You can do this first in your chamber without complicating too much, because later you're gonna, when you put these dynamics, you're gonna have to be aware of your stance, of your shifting, and of your hands, and that's a lot to think about, right? Unless you've done these techniques before. So that's the scissor Ganseo. So now we were talking about even these packs, which are easy techniques, right? So practice it in the air, just like that. Imagine like you have a center line right there in front of you. Or you can just practice in front of a pole or whatever, so you can have a visual center line, and just to the center like that, and this can be done with shifting too, but it's not necessary. This is just to train your shifting stance. Typically we wouldn't do this unless it's something really strong coming away. So, but if you practice it stationary, just like that. And then we have this move, right? 1, 2, 3. Okay? So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. With the shifting. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. Okay? You can keep it here. Wuso, 1, 2, 3, or you can keep it in the chamber. 1, 2, 3. Okay? 1, 2, 1, 2. Practice now with shifting. 1, 2, 1, 2. That will give you an idea how you shift. So now practice how we do it in the form. So 1, 2, and now you shift back with a punch. Okay, 1, 2, and then shift back. 1, 2, shift back. Okay, same thing on the other side. Okay, so here 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. If you keep your Wusao in the front. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So now practice with the shifting. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you can practice in the air just like that. That's your Wing Chun. You're learning Wing Chun fighting techniques. Finally, you have that Bong Sao. Practice your Bong Sao on one side, practice it on the other side. You can practice with shifting because in the sequence here we are shifting, right? So practice shifting here, practice shifting on this side, here. And even now you can see when we do both sides, you can see that rotation inside, right? Have your Wusao in the front. So your Bong Sao can be higher, it can go lower, because sometimes we do have this technique here, okay? But in this sequence we just learned the high Bong Sao. So here and here, here, here. It also comes with shifting. Okay, so from here we learned this technique and grab and kick. Going back here, grab and kick. So you in your Bong Sao stance, here, step out here, grab and kick. Okay, so see how from my Bong Sao the elbow is high. If I go to this side, my elbow goes low and I kick. Step out, kick. Same here. Step out, grab it from under and kick. So it's pretty simple. Backs out, then you have your blade arms. Okay, here, here. Have your scissor gun saws, have your Bong Sao, have your grab, have your Bong Sao, have your grab, and then you close here, here, or you close just like in the dummy. So here, Kao Sao, here, Kao Sao. Okay, so scissor gun Sao, Kao Sao with a jump Sao, and this Kao Sao kind of a slapping hand on the inside and the elbow is lifted. It's not like the Hyun Sao that we do in the form sometimes. This one is actually a different technique where you are lifting the elbow and you are slapping the hand or controlling the hand to make an opening. Okay, and then Jet Sao and a strike, or Jet Sao and a palm strike, double jet, double lifting hand, or Tog Sao, and that's how we do it. Keep practicing. See you next time.